The latest in the Gayest podcast is intended for listening by adult members of the LGBTQIA plus community and their allies. Discussions may contain material not suitable for folks under the age of 18. Listener discretion is advised.
This week, Minnesota says trans rights.
And we give it up for the girls at the Gay Oscars. All this and more on the latest.
And the Gayest. And 5, 4, 3, 2. No, can't sing that or we're gonna get copyrighted.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I was trying to have my iCarly moment, but then I was like,
that is probably copyrighted, yeah.
yeah, we're definitely. And the last thing I need is for Nickelodeon to be on my bad side. Again.
Again? Do you Nickelodeon have beef?
Oh, it's like this whole thing where like I challenged Mr. Crocker to a duel and like I kind of stabbed him in his abdomen, but like
Fair enough.
There's never been any video proof. So, and he's too busy anyway looking for fairy godparents. So,
Yeah, honestly.
fairy,
And also,
fairy godparents.
what is it?
Ah,
Is it Victorious is who is the lead role in that? Is it Tori Vega?
Yeah.
Is that her real name?
No, well, the actress?
Yeah, the actress.
Oh no, the actress is Victoria Justice.
I'm such an idiot. Victoria Justice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
I was thinking like that was a Nickelodeon. I'm pretty sure you were originally cast for that role, but you
I
declined.
was. I had, I had too much going on at the time with, being in middle school and, probably the fact of I was just starting to figure out that I enjoy penises.
Mm,
So
never
I
too
think that,
early.
I think that was just kind of like a big part of my life at the time. And I figured that kind of fame would bring some unnecessary attention.
Yeah, because really, in that stage of your career, you didn't want to step down. You're trying to go up, up, and up.
Exactly. And, I
You
think
didn't want the smaller roles.
as much as I would have been able to do the part better, I think in, that Victoria did a good job and I
She did her
commend,
best.
I give her credit. She did, she did as best she could. And, that's
Uh,
the
that's all you
business
can ask.
that's the business we call show.
Mhm.
Anyway, welcome, enough about my legal troubles.
Yeah.
Um
Should we
welcome.
bleep that all out so we don't get?
No, I'm sure, Victoria and I are cool now. Like we both, we actually just got we
Oh
had
my god.
we just got brunch like a couple days ago. So
Oh,
we're
good for
cool.
y'all.
Yeah, we're cool. She's gonna yeah, we'll have to have her on the pod sometime.
Yeah, we'll have to have her on the pod sometime.
Yeah,
Talk about that.
Victoria Justice, if you're listening. Welcome back
Welcome
to
back.
another riveting episode of The Latest and the Gayest. My name is. Can I help you? Oh, I'm sorry. Um, Apologies for the interruption. My dog spotted a squirrel. Um, it's, those bastards. Um, Welcome back.
Disgusting.
My name is Alex. I'm sure you already know that. And I'm here with my wonderful co host, who is going to introduce himself in just a moment. And as soon as I stop running my mouth, then I think we'll really be able to get it on the way because, getting it on the way is just something that's like really important about, working in showbiz. And I think that
hmm
it's just really such a great thing that I think we can all learn a lesson from.
Hey, my name's Josh. So happy to be here.
Oh,
I'm
yay.
sorry. I want to see how long you're gonna go on for. That was funny.
That was an truly an exercise in like communication for me because I I don't run my mouth that often. Like the way the
No,
way that
I'm just kidding.
the way that you just looked at me. Um,
I don't. I would say you run your mouth. I would not say that. Now you said it.
ooh,
You said
hey,
it.
hey.
But no, and all. I think. Well, what do you mean it's a lesson in communication? I think. Do you think you run your mouth? I don't think so. I think you let. I think it's easy to talk to you. I think you're a very easy person to talk to. I think you're
Okay,
great.
that's good. I'm glad I give off that vibe.
Speaking of lessons in communications, um,
Yeah.
I. How do people understand me when I talk? I need to learn to enunciate. I need to learn the English language. I need to learn to speak with my mouth or something. I don't know
Yeah.
what I'm going through. I was editing last
Mommy
episode
made
and I was
me
like, "What?
mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Do some before we
Mommy made me mash my M&Ms.
yeah, before we record,
Mommy made me
you
mash my
should
M&Ms."
do some like
Vocal exercises.
yeah, dude, that's like the in the theater world we do like yeah, there's mommy made me mash my M&Ms and then you just like sing it up and up and up and
Hmm.
it's fun. Um
Why would you mash your M&Ms though?
I I don't know. I
You know the kind
mean,
of actually, if you like no, because then it kind of just makes it. Let's say like if you like mashed up your M&Ms and like melted it down,
right.
get you some with that. But also at the same time, just do chocolate and sugar. Then that's basically just chocolate and sugar. Why go through all the trouble?
That's true. That's true. Which oh, by the way, we have yet to address this. Um, something that I'm sure you guys have already picked up on, but we just for some reason have decided not to mention it. We got our intro music. We got a remix.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
How'd you like that?
we I know, right? Oh God. Yeah, you know, for I think for the new season, we wanted to like really revamp everything. So I think we just kind of were like, let's give it something let's give it
A bit
something
peppier,
fun. Yeah, let's give it
something more
something
modern.
we wanted like a you know remix. Because this is the latest and the gayest season 2, the Electric Pussy remix.
The Electric Thunderpuss remix.
The Thunderpuss remix, yes. And shout out to Mixed by Soundchild, aka Jamie McDonald, Jamie Brennan McDonald. He did our intro music for season 1 and season 2, and he was really great. He was very easy to work with. He gets what you tell him, and he just we couldn't have done it without you. So shout out to
Really,
Mixed by Soundchild. Truth be told, I have no idea if he has an Instagram or not. So you can go look that up. Um,
yourselves.
exactly, exactly,
Listen, you got to work for the things you want in life. Okay, we can't be just handing shit out.
exactly.
Kids these days are so sensitive. They don't want to work.
Nobody wants to work.
Actually, that's a
It
little.
seems like nobody wants to work these days.
I mean, considering they just like undid child labor laws, I think that.
Oh, I mean,
Did you see about that?
yes, I did. Yes, I
Fucking
did.
deranged, sick in the head, man.
Dude, this there's some wild shit going down.
I saw like some people on Twitter being like, these people were like, "Yay!" Like these laws got repealed, and like
Mhm.
someone's like, "Children need to like be children," and they're like, "They can earn it," and I'm like, "Bitch, what?
Excuse me.
Bitch,
They
what?
can
They have to earn the right to be children?"
they
We gotta.
can earn the
They
right
can. They
to
can
be
earn it.
children.
And so someone's like, "So you want child labor?" And they're like, "Why should we get in between an employer and a willing applicant?" And I'm like,
A willing applicant?
"How? You can't be willing to do very much of anything at those young ages, in my opinion. I don't think you should even be willing. You
If
should be
you're
even willing to like take out student. I mean,
I don't know
we
if
can't get into it. We can't get into it.
I don't know if child labor forced child labor exactly counts as, you know, a willing attitude.
Well, in my opinion, and here's the slippery slope that I see it going down. It's gonna introduce lower income kids to the workforce at an earlier age.
Mm,
And it's more emblematic of a systemic failure of those children than like people will see it as a avenue for children to get themselves out of poverty,
mhm.
but doesn't address why those kids end up there anyways.
Right.
It's all messed up. I think it's all nasty, but this isn't queer quandaries. This is getting too political too quickly.
Yeah, the whole thing is just fucked. But
Yeah, half the country just throw in the trash. Throw it in the
I
trash.
I've been saying for years that we should just like blow Florida off the map. Like we can, if there's a few people that we want to keep, we can like scoop them up,
Mm-hmm.
but like Disney World can be rebuilt.
I
We
think we should
can
take out some
we
scissors.
can rebuild Disney World. We can rebuild Universal Studios. All of those things can be rebuilt. That's
Mm-hmm.
like basically all that state's good for nowadays.
Well, the
Like,
beaches.
I mean, I guess, but like even then, like
We go. There's beaches in California. There's beaches in Georgia. There's
there's
beaches in
beaches everywhere.
everywhere.
Like
There's
friggin' Palm
beaches in
Springs.
Mexico. Mm-hmm.
Like, oh wait, is Palm Springs is in California, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why I thought it was in Florida. Or no, I'm thinking of Miami Beach. Okay, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Either way,
but even still, which it's been completely taken over by the gays. So
so it's fine.
yeah,
That
because
that that place is.
Palm Beach used to be like a premier like vacation destination for like everyone, and now it's like the P town of the West Coast.
Of the hmm
It's basically just like
where all the older white gays go to
you know get
get
skin cancer.
crazy.
Yeah, get tan and get skin cancer.
Yeah, I want to get tan. I'm so excited for summer, dog. This is gonna be my thoughty hot girl
I don't
nonsense.
I don't tan. It doesn't happen for me. I'm the whitest of the white, and I'm Swedish, so either I burn or I just stay pale. Because I have only ever tanned once in my entire life, and it lasted for me. It wasn't even that dark, and it lasted for maybe a couple of days. But
Oh,
I've kind of just given up on being tan. Um,
aw, don't give up.
let
You need
this be a
spray tans,
let this
tattoos.
be a lesson to you, kids. Just give up. And speaking of giving up, let's take a break.
Yeah, we should be giving it damn.
Ah,
And welcome back. I hope you had a very restful and wonderful break. I know I certainly did. And now it's time for us to get into our weekly news segment, Queer Quandaries.
all right. Let's get into some news.
Let's do it,
Coming
Diva.
at you with the news. News. I was trying to sound like Have you ever seen? Do you watch Bob's Burgers?
I do.
Have you seen the episode when Tina tries to audition for the school news, and Tammy is like wants to be one of the head anchors, and when they're doing the auditions, she's like, "This is Tammy coming at you with the news. Bam, news."
I haven't seen that, but I love it.
It's a classic. You gotta see it. Anyway, so this one I thought was quite fun.
Oh, that's
Recently,
good.
a former gay adult film performer, Ruggero Freddy, who went by the stage name Carlo Massi, won a lawsuit against a university in Rome after he says he was sacked due to his career in the gay porn industry in the United States. In 2013, Freddie moved back to Italy from the U.S. to earn his degree in mathematics and
Oh,
in
boo! What a loser.
engineering. I know he went from sucking dick to sucking equations and differentials.
Pythagorean
Um,
theorem.
exactly. Which I still have yet to use, by the way. Um, he earned his degrees in mathematics and engineering before going to study for his doctorate at Sapienza University, which is in Rome. In 2017, some of the students and then Italian media found out about his past and the story of his former adult career turned doctoral student made Italian. It made Italian news.
Why?
According, I guess people found it quite interesting. According to Times Higher Education, it also sparked discussions around queer rights in the country, which currently has a far right and anti-LGBTQ plus prime minister. While he was working in the porn industry, he worked for a studio called Cult Studio. I've never
Mm-hmm.
heard of them,
Really? Okay.
but when he was asked about the situation, Freddie had this to say. From the porn industry, I have learned the importance of self promotion. This is something that everybody should learn. You have to let the world know what an amazing person you are because nobody will come looking to find out for themselves. He also said, the truth is that I became too rich and famous to stay interested in that job, porn being the job. I wanted to grow, and since I couldn't grow anymore in the porn industry, I had decided that it was time for me to do something completely new.
Engineering.
Engineering and mathematics. Um, but so
Okay.
yeah, and but a judge ruled that so he won the lawsuit because the university tried to fire him because they were
Mm-hmm.
like, you used to do porn. No, 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 no. But he sued the university. He won, and a judge ruled that the university has to pay Freddie about $26,000 for the unpaid labor and another 1,500 for being sacked, according to Gay Community News.
Love. I
Yeah,
mean, I think that's very cool that he won the little something in there that I want to like. I'm gonna side I am a little bit for being like, I just became too famous and I had to leave porn because I was just too good for them.
I
Like, girl,
did.
get a
I thought
girl,
that was.
girl,
I did think that was really funny. I
and
was
then and
like,
like,
I was just becoming too famous. So I had to step away and I decided I wanted a more simple life. So
girl,
so you went out and got uh, a degree in mathematics, engineering, and then you went out and also got your doctorate. Like
and like,
this is your idea of a simple life now.
and
You're
also
that
like,
you're like not doing like guys up the butt.
and is he actually gay or is he a gay for pay kind of girly?
I actually don't know. I think he was gay. I think he's gay. I'm like 90% sure, but
You never know
um
these days.
I was gonna say don't quote me on
Because
that.
I actually, I know there's this one. I don't even know his. I don't know his name. It's just like his name's just Aiden. Like that's all he goes by. And
Aiden.
he was really hot.
I
And I
don't
was like looking into it, and he was like, "Oh, this guy's like a gay for pay. He doesn't do this anymore." And I'm like, "Well, fuck. Guess I'll die then."
It's like, damn it, I would have had him. I would have paid.
And he has a girlfriend, so like, damn.
Oh, damn. It's like I would have paid. I
I would
would
have.
have
I mean, I don't know how much. Depends on how much you
Oh,
would ask
I was
for.
gonna say, what's you didn't get to find out. You didn't get to find out what his
No, the,
hourly rates were.
his hourly rates. Yeah. No, I didn't. And also, like, I'm one of those people that like I don't super duper love following straight people if I think they're attractive, because like you end up in this weird like fascination that is fake and not real and can never
Mm.
go anywhere.
No,
And I'm just
I
like,
get that.
no, thank you. It's not for me.
I can understand that.
Fair enough. All right.
Yeah.
According to an article for CBS News by Jim Axelrod, Jess Kegu, and Pat. Milton, many military veterans fired for being gay are fighting for honorable discharges. So basically, when Don't Ask, Don't Tell was
Dishonorable.
implemented in 1993, there was basically this big witch hunt about like getting the gays out the military,
Right.
and there are still like I think it's estimated 24,000, no, 14,000, a little over 14,000 veterans are still fighting to get a honorable discharge after they were kicked out of the military for being gay. Um,
Oh.
and it was overturned on September 20th, 2011. So it's 23. That's 12 years now. There's still
Right.
this many people, and the big issue is like the Department of Defense and the VA have been trying to like get people to like put in their slips and be like, hey, I would like benefits because you fired me for no good reason.
Hmm.
But the process takes like forever and it's daunting, and it's like you could be rejected and have to like in the article there's this one story about this one person who so I don't have the name because I didn't feel like writing it down because I was being lazy. um but he's basically some, I think a pilot was like, this guy like put his hand on my knee and like kissed me on the cheek, and it was
Right.
basically his word against the
The
pilot.
pilot.
So
Okay.
he got discharged, and there was the I think it's like the Air Force jury fired him, and they said that he couldn't like repeal it because of don't say gay, or not, don't say fucking
Oh,
hell,
don't
don't
ask.
ask, don't tell.
Yeah.
That's just like an ass situation.
Yeah.
And there's one other. Oh, and there's Amy Lambert, who was discharged from the Navy, and she started the process in 2013 and has had little success since then. So, like people who have taken steps, people who have been trying, it's
Right.
still such a pain in the butt to like figure out.
Oh, I feel like people think like the military has come a long way, but there's
Mm,
like because people are still really struggling with crap like this.
mm,
And so just because there's a lot more like openly gay veterans or like, people serving in the military doesn't mean that these people in these policies aren't still out there trying to like, you know, go against queer people like
mm-hmm.
in the armed forces.
It's a
They're
little,
they're still very much out there.
it's pretty wild. And I
Yeah.
know like there's some troops in like for some reason in Crane, and they got injured while over there,
Oh,
and I
really?
can't remember who it was, but it was a trans soldier, and they like got injured, and some like senator or something was like, "That's what you get for being trans military," and I'm like, "This what the fuck?" And like being in
What?
Ukraine, and I'm like,
Oh, for
"Dog,
God's
like
sakes.
disgusting."
That's what you get. Okay.
Mm. Well,
Um, well, anyway, a former school librarian was accused of vandalizing libraries by, because you know how there's been a lot of stuff going around in the news about, drag queen story time and how some states are trying to get that banned
mm,
because they don't want drag queens interacting with children. Um, Former school librarian was accused of vandalizing and spray painting groomer um, is on like libraries and stuff like that. Well, here's a interesting twist for you. He is currently now facing charges of possessing child pornography.
mm, interesting.
Charles Sutherland of Tacoma Park, Maryland, was arrested last June and charged with malicious destruction of property and multiple hate crimes in connection with vandalism at two public libraries in Maryland's Prince George's County. TV station WUSA reports libraries in the towns of Greenbelt and New Carlton were defaced with groomer in spray paint on their entrances in early June. Despite during nearby Washington D.C.'s Capitol Pride Week, the Greenbelt Library had hosted a Pride event featuring drag performers shortly before some of this vandalism occurred. In an interview with the police last year, authorities say that he, quote, made several comments expressing his disdain for the LGBTQ plus community and the Prince George's County Memorial Library system while expressing no remorse for what he did, according to the Washington Post.
Mm.
Um, Police said that Sutherland confessed to being behind the vandalism. According to the station, he also agreed to a search of his home, which is in neighboring Montgomery County. Now he's been a library at Northview Elementary School, which is in Bowie, Maryland, for a while now, and he was
Mm.
placed on administrative leave. And this whole child pornography thing happened. He was arrested last June. Um, he is scheduled to be tried in Montgomery County in April on the child porn charges, according to WTOP, a local radio station. In August, he is set to go to trial in Prince George's County on the property destruction and hate crime charges. So he's facing it all. But like when they were searching, his house, they discovered child-sized dolls, several smaller dolls, and diapers at his home, even though he has no children, nieces or nephews.
Okay.
Yeah. The document also said that he had child porn on his computer,
And
and
he
they
worked at
found
a
they found
library of
like
an elementary.
elementary school library, and they found like several files of
Icky.
it on this guy's computer.
Once again, not a drag queen, not a gay person. Getting
Exactly. This is this is the
straight white
shit.
man.
This is the shit that people choose not to focus on, and yet they choose to think that a drag queen reading a book to children and simply, bringing them some joy is somehow worse than an elementary school librarian, someone who has worked for the school for a considerable number of years and who again is working with your children, who was doing all this. Like, he had child porn on his computer, he had like dolls and like all this other creepy shit, even though again he doesn't have any children or nieces or nephews. Like, this is the shit that the people choose not to focus on because they think that, you know, drag queens are worse and they're like more groomers than like people who are literally grooming children.
It's wild.
But, fuck my drag, right?
Fuck my drag. Oh god.
I don't know. I don't
I don't
know.
know. I don't know, Diva. Bestie, I don't know about this one.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move on to some better news. According to an article for Truth Out by Sharon Zhang, Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota has signed an order to make the state a refuge for trans people seeking gender-affirming care. So basically,
Yay.
governor, the governor of Minnesota, and they're in the surrounding states like Tennessee. I think it's Tennessee. I don't know. It said in Tennessee on the thing,
Yeah,
and South Dakota.
they're the state that's been like, because they're trying to get like, what was it like? They're trying to get like trans people to. Was there something about like Tennessee trying to get like trans people to like untransition or something like
To
that?
detransition, yeah, pretty
Yeah, yeah,
much.
yeah. Yep.
And so basically, Minnesota become like basically a safe haven state, um, for trans people seeking gender affirming care and just fleeing from like these crazy trans laws.
Right.
And um, governor did the executive order, so it's more immediate. But legislature was already in the process. what's it called? A bill was already in the process and it was written by Democratic State Representative Leigh Fink, the state's first openly trans legislator. So basically, the executive order makes it like an immediate like action
Mhm.
and immediately enforceable. But then with this bill or whatever,
Right.
it is protected like even after the governor is like after the next gubernatorial administration comes in. There's no like moving backwards. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So and basically it protects trans people that move to Minnesota or come to Minnesota, and like if let's say Tennessee requests that like, hey, you need to arrest this person, bring them back to Tennessee, Minnesota's just gonna say no, we're not doing that.
Hmm.
They're just gonna decline to like do that, which honestly is gonna. The two concerns I have, it's gonna. I mean, obviously, it's gonna make. Can you focus? It's gonna obviously cause a lot of tension between the states,
Right.
and like call into question like
Especially, in
which.
in the South in general, which,
Mm-hmm.
we know the South isn't exactly um
Too fierce for
yeah,
us, and I
but
don't.
there are a lot of gay people who live in the South, which
Oh, tons.
I don't know, maybe I will just never understand that, but hey,
Me neither.
whatever.
Um, so it's obviously gonna like cause. I think there's gonna be some kind of big legal battle coming up about this here soon. I don't know what exactly it's gonna look like or how it's gonna unfold, but
Yeah.
it's something's coming basically.
Hmm.
And also I do know that transitioning and like finding like the right people and the right resources is already difficult as it is.
Oh yeah.
So another concern that I kind of have is that like people coming to Minnesota, it's gonna be hard for them to like find the things they need because there's so many people fleeing to that state.
Mm,
So I hope that
yeah.
there's some sort of
They can like
something they're doing
prepare
to like
for
yeah, some
like
kind of preparation they can do.
the influx of people that they're about to get.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, that's understandable.
So
All
it's
right.
good news, but
Yeah. No, I mean it's good that Minnesota is taking this stand
hmm
amongst all the southern states that just have a generally like
icky
yeah.
vibe.
You heard it here first on the latest and the gayest. The southern states have a generally icky vibe.
I mean, have you been to the South? Like been to the South?
I've been to Florida. I've been to Florida. I can
That's
say
pretty
that.
South.
I've been to Florida. Um
Well, I used to live in Georgia way back in the,
oh,
and it gets it's pretty wild down there.
I was gonna say Georgia's quite a state.
Yeah, we be wilding out,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Um
Such a beautiful place. So nice weather, but just icky vibes.
it's
Icky
so
vibes.
sad too because like, I love fun fact about me, my favorite fruit is a peach.
Mm,
And as we all
Georgia
know,
Peach.
Georgias are famous for their peaches.
They are.
But anyway, speaking of Georgia peaches, let's go take a break. And welcome back. Now, as some of
Hey.
you may know, by the time this episode comes out, it will have already happened. But on the day that we are recording this, the Oscars are tonight. And
Yay!
yes, and we have,
Who's Oscar?
who is
I don't know. I've never watched the Oscars before, but
it's Rigamorris, girl, Rigamorris.
Rigor Morris. Yep.
Um we kind of feel like some of we feel like there's not enough recognized, enough representation for some of the more campy and the more cunty
Oh, I have one
and
that's
the
very
more
mainstream.
like iconic films, if you will, because we can sit here and talk about fucking um I don't know was that movie Parasite? I think it was. It was like one of the
Yes,
yeah last year. I still haven't seen that movie.
I
Um,
want to, but I'm very lazy.
I haven't even bothered. We can sit here and talk
Fair
about
enough.
Parasite all day in how it got nominated and whatever, but the gays, we have a different opinion. So
Mhm.
we are here to rank our picks for the gay Oscars,
Mhm.
and we have come up with our favorite categories. We've got Best Picture, Best Actress, because why should the man go first?
He shouldn't. That's why, bitch.
Best Actor, Best Animated Feature, and cuntiest soundtrack. Because who doesn't love a good soundtrack?
Cantilo soundtrack. Honestly,
I mean, Michelle Visage would love. She was on the Bodyguard soundtrack,
she was.
track
Do you
nine.
even know what that is? Do you even know what the Bodyguard soundtrack? I don't know what it is. I'm sorry.
Nope,
I
I
gotta go.
haven't. No, but I just know that Michelle Visage was on
She was on it. She was on it.
it. Okay. Let's begin with the
Okay.
nominees for Best Picture are
Mm.
as follows.
Wait, do you want to do it as like a? We each pick, like we both give our own,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
we pick which one.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
like,
we can do that.
okay, and then whoever
Ooh,
wins the most,
ooh,
I don't know,
some live tension.
some live tension. Yeah. Okay,
Oh,
who'd you pick for best picture? What'd
okay.
you pick?
So for Best Picture, I feel like you can't have a discussion about iconic gay movies
Mm-hmm.
without recognizing a film that may not have been in a lot of people's top 10, but
Mm-hmm.
it will forever be in mine. And that is why, for the spot of Best Picture, I am nominating the iconic film starring Sasha Peterson, who was better known for her role as Alison De Laurentiis on Pretty Little Liars. The iconic movie GBF.
GBF.
Now, for those of you who don't, you gotta see it. So for those of you who don't know, the film GBF stars a twink who gets outed as gay, and one might think, oh no, my life is over. But then all the popular girls notice him and they think, oh my goodness, he's gay. So they style him and they make him over and they turn him into their GBF and they turn him into like the most popular twink in the entire world in their high school. But then it starts to turn into this whole thing of like, will he alienate his friends that have been on his side
Oh, since
forever?
day one.
Yeah, or
Mm.
will he be the popular new twink of something high school? I don't remember the name of the high school, but
Fair enough.
GBF, classic, classic, classic. It was for me is between that or Mean Girls,
That's fair. For best
but
pick,
I
okay, fair enough.
that's my submission for Best Picture, GBF.
My my only gripe is that the twink. Like if it were like if I haven't seen the movie, but if I were making that movie, I'd make it like the quarterback gets outed as
Ah,
gay, and he basically goes from quarterback to
oh.
cheerleader. I think that'd be fair. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna bleep that out because I gotta make some money moves.
Oh,
Anyways,
get on your producer gig.
yeah, I got. Let me call Amazon real quick or
All right.
Netflix or
Yeah,
something.
call Elon.
No,
Call
Um, I'll-
call you
I have some.
call you.
I have some words for him, but I'm not gonna tell my movie ideas.
Ah, damn it.
So my best picture. There's no one particularly gay in this movie, but there's like one like particularly like gay iconish type character.
Right.
My pick for best picture is Coraline,
Oh my
and
god.
partially
Yeah.
because the other mother is, to me at least, I always found the other mother like pretty cunty and like pretty like she's just like, and I think it was last year Jose Teratoma and Denali both did other mother looks, and when she like turns into like that like sunken like, because to me when she turns into like the scary witch lady,
Yeah,
she looks very like model esque because she gets like glimmer and her face gets like more sunken, and she just looks, to me at least, she just looks a little cuntier,
I
and
could see it. She's
also it's just
snatched.
she's snatched. She
Snatched.
literally she's
She's snatching the
snatched.
girls.
She is, and also like that cat in the movie that talks.
Oh, come on now. Come on
I mean,
now.
I think that cat's gay. I just gotta say,
Oh,
the
for
cat is
sure.
giving gay vibes. I
For
think at
sure.
least,
Oh, absolutely.
and just how like
Absolutely.
that cat is like a gay older guy that like
Mhm.
just knows it all, just so self assured, so confident, and
In
like just
Yeah, been in his like late 40s.
yes, but still like looks young
He's
though.
Yeah, he's not, like an old gay yet, but
Hmm.
he's like, I mean, in gay years, 40s, like
He's
fucking
dead, yeah,
ancient. Yeah.
and
Dinosaur bones.
he's gotten Botox and filler, but he hasn't had the yank yet.
No. But he's getting there.
So light work, but
In
nothing too
in due
invasive.
time. In due time.
In due time,
It's coming.
but he's making some phone calls.
Oh, absolutely. He's calling Dr. Dennis Gross, or, I don't
Hmm.
know, some famous plastic surgeon from Hollywood.
Doctor Zizmore.
Oh yeah. Hello,
Oh
Dr.
yeah.
Sismore. Okay. So
Okay,
for
Coraline or
I
I
I
like mine.
will I'll hand it to you. I'll hand it to you on that one. Coraline, winner of Best Picture. All right.
Slay.
Best Actress in a Lead Role.
Okay.
I feel like, okay, for
Mine's,
me,
mine's such a basic ass pick. I'm just gonna say that. But go ahead.
mine, I can't. This woman has, I think, just influenced so many gay men in like their hatred towards other gay men. Because let's be real, gay men can be awful sometimes.
Yes.
My submission is Megan Fox in Jennifer's Body.
I have Megan Fox coming up again later, but don't worry.
Oh,
Um, damn, that's
Megan Fox
fuck.
and Jennifer's.
That's so
Who?
good.
Okay, who do you have?
Okay, so I picked. This is gonna be stupid because I love this movie, but it's not her best movie like at all. So I picked Sandra Bullock, and you might be thinking something like Bird Box or The
Right.
Heat or like Miss Congeniality. Like Sandra Bullock in The Proposal.
In the proposal. Oh
I
my
just love that movie so
god.
much, and
It's
I love the idea like an illegal Canadian has to like get a
oh
green
my.
card. I love that like idea, and her like
I'm down for any
something about
movie with Ryan Reynolds.
something about her bullying Ryan Reynolds into marrying her is like so fierce, which is like it's awful. It's like
Yeah.
I don't think that movie ages very well, but I just like her being like, "You're gonna marry me," or you're basically like, I think she said he was like, "You're gonna marry me or you're fired," so I can stay here. And he's like, but my family in Alaska though," and she's like, "I don't care.
I need to stay in this goddamn
I need
country.
to stay in this. I need to stay in this godforsaken country." And I mean, I don't think Betty White like is in the movie enough to be like considered for like best leading actress, but like I just that movie's so funny. It's such a good like
It really is
highs and lows. I just
good.
I love it.
It's
It doesn't
it's
hold
a
a candle to fucking
top tier rom com.
Tom. I just love rom coms, low
Yeah.
key, but like
Okay,
I
but
but Megan Fox takes it.
Megan
She
Fox in
swept,
Jennifer's Body, man.
ate her
Like
up, ate her up,
the girls, they're eating, literally.
and they ate,
They
and
ate
they ate.
and left no blood. Well,
Nope.
I mean,
Some,
a little bit.
just a little
Um,
bit.
okay, best actor. So we'll deal with the men, I guess.
I guess.
All right. Who do you have? Let's make it quick. I don't want to talk about men for too long.
Oh my god. Gotta make sure I got the right name for this guy.
So
Yeah,
for
he Oh, sorry, wait. I
Oh
think he
no.
was. Okay, yeah,
I
I was right. For some,
yeah.
okay, never mind. Sorry, I just had to fact check myself real quick.
Oh, okay. For me, I honestly like mine is a little bit basic. Um, it's fucking oh god, why am I blanking on his name right now? The the dude who Jonathan Bennett in Mean Girls who played fucking what's his Aaron Samuels. Aaron Samuels. Clearly a closeted gay male dating
Hmm.
Regina George.
Of course,
Clearly he
if you have eyes,
Jonathan, we loved you in the movie,
sweetie.
but I think even the straights could tell.
Mm-hmm.
Like you weren't fooling anybody.
Nor,
Never not once.
never, not
Um
once.
but regardless, my submission would be Jonathan Bennett for fucking Aaron Samuels
Okay,
in Mean Girls.
so I can't pick which one. I mean, probably the first movie. But this is like also like not a great, a very basic pick, but also like a little unserious. I
Right.
picked Josh Hutcherson in the Hunger Games as Peeta,
Oh, okay.
just because I love Peeta so much in that movie. Like he like
Disguising himself as
okay,
Moss to try to
yes,
like hide from
and like I'm now a cake baker, so like I am like he's like we are like the same person basically,
right.
and also like he burnt the bread, so like he'd have to throw it out, but then he like gave it to Katniss. Like
Yeah. What a
that's so
guy.
sweet. I love him
What a
so much for
guy.
that.
What
That's
a guy.
what a guy.
Peter
What a guy. Literally,
Peter
literally.
Peter Malark.
Peter Malark,
Oh,
my boy,
we
and like I just think he's so much better than Gale. I mean,
oh,
we
100%.
we, we don't gotta go there. I think Gale kind of falls
Absolutely.
off at the end of the series. So like Peter's like definitely like the better
Yeah.
of the two. And I think that's
Yeah.
what that Katniss should have gone for from the beginning, but like whatever.
No.
Um,
You know what?
because
I will give that one to you. I will give
really, oh
that
my god,
I'll give that one to you. I will absolutely. I
because
think yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm not gonna complain.
Okay. Best animated feature. Um this one in particular, I think um was just like now if you were a young queer individual,
Hmm.
this was I think a movie that you may or may not have seen, but
Hmm.
chances are if you had some sisters, they probably knew about it, or some female friends,
Hmm.
which let's be real, every gay guy had, you know, a few female besties.
Of
My
course, you had to
submission
have.
purely because of the iconic like surrounding the character Bibble. My submission for best animated feature is Barbie Fairytopia.
Mhm. Fuck, dude.
Just Bibble.
Bibble, no,
Purely because of Bibble. Like how can you not love that little fucking
fuck.
that
And Bibble's a
that
gay icon. Oh my
that
god.
little fucking like blue and purple haired gerbil thing?
Oh my god. Damn it.
Oh,
That's so good. That's so fucking good. Oh, why didn't I think of like a Barbie movie?
what was yours?
Mine is Nightmare Before Christmas is what I picked because
Ooh, okay.
I think the music slaps.
Absolutely.
This is Halloween. Kidnap the Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Sally is one of the girlies. I love her.
Oh, we stand. We stand.
And I think Jack just like he's just doing too much, and I love that for him.
Yeah, and
Just
then
doing too much.
Oogie Boogie.
Oogie Boogie. Oh, Oogie Boogie is like an iconic villain,
I
and also
love I love Oogie.
I think Jack is like if he isn't, I think he should be like a bi icon
I was
because
thinking the I
there's
literally
something a
was
little
thinking
fruity
the
about him.
exact same thing. I literally was thinking the exact same thing. Either bi or pan, one of the two.
Something one of the
I
two.
think he should be a like bi or pansexual. because I could absolutely see him like, you know, sucking some bone.
Maybe when he was
Um,
alive,
he's getting a bone.
but we gotta give it to Bibble. I'm sorry. Like
Right.
I,
See?
I, I love it's literally my favorite movie of all time. But like,
Barbie
damn.
Fairytopia. You
If we're
guys,
talking gay Oscars,
come
it's
on.
we
Bibble.
gotta
We
Bibble.
gotta. All right. And
We're tied. We're tied.
cuntiest,
This is the tiebreaker.
cuntiest soundtrack. This one, so my submission is it's a more recent movie, but I think if you've seen it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Every song
Mm-hmm.
that is on the soundtrack to me is an absolute banger. My submission for cuntiest soundtrack is the Netflix film Do Revenge. It's now, if you haven't seen it, please go do yourself a
Hmm.
favor and watch it. Starring Maya Hawke, who was in Stranger Things. She plays Robin in Stranger Things, and fucking Camila Mendez, who's in Riverdale. They, yeah, Miss, and like a bunch of people who you'll recognize from
Cabello.
different like, you know, modern day TV shows, and then it's also got Sarah Michelle Gellar, a gay icon, you know, Daphne Blake, like come on now, as like the Do Revenge on Netflix. Sarah Michelle Gellar
Now
is
come
like
on
the
now.
headmistress
What's
of
the
the
movie called
school,
again?
but every song in that soundtrack is the movie itself is just incredible. Like just genuinely, I honestly, had I not had GBF, I may have submitted that one for Best Picture. But Do Revenge on Netflix, every song on the soundtrack is just pure perfection. So
Mm.
do yourself a favor, go watch it. It's so good, so good. All right, who do you have for cuntiest soundtrack?
I picked The Lion King. It's just like it's really like just timeless. Like
Right,
Circle of Life, Can You Feel the Love Tonight, uh, Hakuna Matata, and it's just so like campy and like
right.
theatrical, even as like I mean, because also it is on fucking Broadway. Oh, ugh, stretch. And I just feel like I was thinking like so I don't know if you know about there's this party in
Right.
Boston called Full Spin where they just it's like a drag show where everyone picks a song off of an album that is good and they just play an
I feel
album. They
like you
just lip
could.
sync an album basically.
I could.
And I think you could do that with The Lion King.
Yeah.
And it'd be like
Okay.
there'd
I
be
could
highs,
feel
there'd be
that.
lows, there'd be like campy,
See,
cunty, and also just the whole nine yards.
I love The Lion King, but I'm sticking firm. I'm sticking firm in my pick because it's
Sticking
so
with your
it
guns.
has like Olivia Rodrigo. It's got
I mean,
like it's got so many callbacks to like iconic, like old like
mhm.
dark teen rom-coms. Like some Heather's vibes. It's got some fucking Jawbreaker vibes. It's got just so many good like references. And I think
We let the audience decide. I think it also looks like this is like a
yeah.
larger like cast of songs. And it has like Rosalia, it has Olivia Rodrigo, it has Joel, Naz,
Yeah.
Candace,
Fuck
Robin.
yeah. All right.
Yeah, I think I gotta give it to you.
It's a
I
modern
think this is
day.
just a bit
Like I think
really
it's
yeah, it's more
but
impressive
speaking of
catalog, I
things that are
guess.
modern, we unfortunately have come
It's
to
more
the end.
modern, yeah.
Um and we're also like technically 10 minutes over the segment.
Aw, boo,
But
boo.
you know what? Whatever. We'll wrap this up quick. Thanks for joining
Are
us.
we for
You
realsies?
can like, subscribe,
Holy
rate, and
shit.
review the latest and the gayest on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and Radio Public. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can find all past and present episodes of the latest and the gayest available for free the day that they come out, and you can find the video episodes of this week's brand new episode available every Wednesday. Um, then please check back every Thursday for Thirsty Thursday
Every
Thoughts
Wednesday.
on all of our streaming services to get into some dirty details. And please check back on Sundays for a little Sunday something to unwind and chillax with us. And then please also go follow us on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, at TLATG Pod to stay up to date on all things the latest in the gayest, and check out our link tree, which can be found in the bio of all of our social medias, to not only find all our social media links and where you can listen to the show, but you can also find some charitable organizations that we are promoting right now, and get your fix. And with that, thank you for attending the Gay Oscars. Thank you for talking about so much insanity with us. Thank you very much. I'm gonna go.
Congratulations,
Yeah, but
Alex,
I
for
don't
winning.
want all this fame, so I'm gonna go get my degree in mathematics and engineering. So I'm gonna go get my doctorate. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye.